If you are an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this reading is for you. This is a general message to take what resonates and leave the rest for another Aquarius. Okay, I'm going to be doing current and then future energy, and then I'll do some advice at the end. So for your current energy, I have the Nine of Swords in reverse. I have the Ten of Pentacles. I have the Wheel of Fortune, and then I have the Tower. So I also pulled clarification cards for all of these. So what I'm seeing is that you are probably currently moving out of some sort of like period of time where you've just been like super anxious and super like something is on your mind, something is very much like distracting you, I feel like. But with the Six of Wands, I see, and the fact that it's in reverse, I'm seeing that you're kind of moving away from this energy. I feel like maybe you've kind of realized you've been sitting in this too long, and now it's time for you to kind of like make moves forward to kind of just like get things going. And then with the Ten of Pentacles and the Devil, I'm seeing that maybe like the reason that you were kind of caught up for a minute in that energy was because you have a little bit of like a toxic mindset when it comes to creating like financial stability for yourself. I'm thinking that like that's super important to you, but like sometimes you can put work before everything else, and you can put like your means of making money. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be like a job, but it would make sense that this is just talking about your like career life or a job that you have, and it's just like it was consuming you a little too much because you were having a hard time maybe balancing. Like maybe you've just been always taught that like you have to have a job and you have to like work really hard, but yeah, there's just some kind of like I said, toxic mindset when it comes to finances, and I feel like a little bit of maybe financial insecurity. With the Wheel of Fortune though, I see that the universe is trying to kind of like get you out of that cycle, and trying to move forward. But with the High Priestess, I see that maybe you're ignoring that a little bit. Like maybe you know deep down what you need to do to move forward, and that you need to move forward from a current situation. I'm like I said, I think this is going back to finances, so I would say that maybe this is like specifically a job. But I'm thinking that you're resisting that change a little bit. And then I do have the Tower afterwards. So even though you are probably resisting this change, I'm seeing that the universe is going to come in and kind of make things like keep turning regardless with the Tower. I think that like you're trying to build something that you know inside isn't for you, and the universe is going to kind of come and knock it down a little bit and show you like what you aren't seeing, or what you are seeing but you're not like being honest with yourself about. Because with the Queen of Cups as clarification, I feel like you are not, it's actually in reverse, sorry. So the Queen of Cups, like upright, she's like very in tune with her emotions, and she's very emotionally intelligent. Not saying that you aren't emotionally intelligent, but with it being in reverse, I'm seeing that you're probably just kind of not like letting yourself feel out your emotions. You're not letting yourself like kind of connect with them and really understand what would make you happier. I think you're just like ignoring your emotional well-being at this point for the sake of doing what you think you're supposed to do. But yeah, I definitely think that that's going to be what's causing a Tower moment in your life, because you're just ignoring that completely. Now we're gonna do some future energy. Okay, so for your future energy, I have the Knight of Wands, I have the King of Swords, I have the High Priestess, and I have the Nine of Pentacles. So what I am seeing here is that you are going to be moving forward from this energy in the future. And I think that you are going to be like moving forward with kind of like a new energy to you. I think that this is going to be like kind of exciting and just kind of like you gaining some kind of like spark back maybe. And I think that this is going to be saying like when you are moving forward, it's like best that you are trusting your intuition and letting your intuition guide you. I think that that's like very important and something that you haven't been doing for a while, because when I see the King of Swords and the Three of Swords together, I'm thinking that maybe you've gotten to a point where you're kind of overly analytical, and I think that that's coming from a place of like just kind of trying to survive a bit. Like with the Three of Swords, I see that maybe in the past there's been situations where you've been kind of hurt or felt betrayed. But also with the Three of Swords, it's all thoughts. So this is all hurt that you're kind of carrying that you kind of need to let go. So that way maybe you can be a little bit more balanced with your feelings and your thoughts, and just like moving forward from a more balanced place and making decisions, sorry, from a more balanced place. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. With the High Priestess, I am seeing that you probably are going to be getting more in tune with yourself, and I feel like you're also going to be kind of getting to a point where you're accepting a little bit more of the unknown. Like maybe once you have this tower moment, it kind of sets you to a point where maybe you're starting from scratch a little bit. As far as like I said, I'm thinking this is a little bit more career based, so maybe it kind of puts you back to square one and you're like, okay, well, moving forward now, I'm going to use my intuition a little bit more to kind of get a feel of what I should do moving forward. And then with the High Priestess, I think that you're going to be accepting a little bit more of the unknown, like I said. Because then I have the Page of Cups. So I think that this is going to be like a turning point for you, and it's going to be you kind of connecting more with your emotions, because this is like an emotional new start. Like this is you kind of starting from square one. Like maybe you're not used to making decisions from an emotional place, like a heart-based place. So you're going to be on a journey like to do that. Like whatever you're going towards after this tower moment, I feel like it is a lot more to do with like satisfying you emotionally. And then also I've got the Nine of Pentacles. So as well as like trying to find that emotional fulfillment, I think that you are still trying to find something that gives you like the luxury in life. So still having to do with like finances, still wanting something that gives you like comfortability and lets you enjoy like financial freedom and, you know, all the things you wanted. I feel like you still want them, but you're kind of going about it in a different way. And with the Six of Cups, this is something from the past. So I feel like maybe you're going to, once you kind of get back in touch with like what you want from the heart, I feel like you're going to realize that like there's maybe something from the past that's calling to you a little bit, that you could maybe see yourself like still having financial stability and still like earning money. Sorry, I'm just going to be like straight up about it. Something that's probably going to help you earn money, but also is going to make you emotionally satisfied. And I feel like maybe that's something from the past that like you did before or that you want to get back to. Let's do an advice card. Advice for Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius. Okay. And I got the Two of Cups. Okay, the Two of Cups as advice. A lot of times can be about like a connection with you and someone else, and like, so maybe for a few of you this is like about a partnership with someone else or something like that, but I kind of see this more for your advice for the specific reading as like finding a deep connection within yourself. I feel like that is the connection that needs to be watered in this moment and that needs to be focused on. I feel like I said for a while, maybe you've been just like neglecting the emotional side of yourself and kind of just catering to what you feel is logical and what makes sense in your life. But it's very important moving forward, especially after this tower moment, that you get really connected with yourself. That way you can kind of understand what is actually going to fulfill you emotionally, because if you're emotionally fulfilled, that's like more than half the battle. Definitely get in tune with yourself and kind of try to explore your emotions and figure out what it is that you really want out of life in this moment. I hope that reaches an Aquarius who needed to hear it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.